Hi, my name is Jan Rodriguez and I'm the chef and owner of Weekend. So Weekend was founded on a few things. One is frustration of not having a place with really good food and a place with really good drinks. So Weekend in essence is a restaurant and also a tap room with a full cocktail bar. On the kitchen side of Weekend, we try to elevate the ordinary into something special. Like we have a pork chop that's about an inch thick that takes about 3 days to prepare, and that's one of our best sellers today. It's called the Fat Bastard. It's what people come back here for. People fall in love with it, and it's what gets them to come back and explore the rest of the menu. So what we do quite differently here at Weekend is we start with the fundamentals, especially in the kitchen. So we don't have chefs in the kitchen. I myself am a self-taught cook. I'm not a graduate of any culinary school, so I had to learn cooking from the very beginning through research and YouTube and Google. So we teach our staff the fundamentals so that they can build up upon that and follow the proper procedures to come up with the best dish that we can ever do. Examples of that would be our ribeye steak that we have to make sure is at room temperature before we cook and serve at the right temperature. Our fries takes us 2 days to make. We have to make sure that the potatoes are fresh, they're all hand cut, and they're blanched, fried twice, and fried again upon order to get a really crispy exterior and a very creamy exterior. So there's a lot of process that goes on with preparations in the kitchen, and so does the preparation we do at the bar. There are many ingredients for mixing, such as orgeat and falernum, which we use for our tiki cocktails. They're made in-house, and as much as possible, we do everything on our own so we can control the quality and make sure that we provide our guests with the best tasting food and beverage. One of the things that I am very proud of is being Cebuano. So I grew up here and I've been around and tasted the food and thought to myself that as a Cebuano, I should be able to provide the Cebuanos with the best food possible that can easily compete with anybody in the Philippines. And we would like to put forward the best product that we can, knowing that it's a Cebuano who's prepared it for you in a Cebuano restaurant that Cebuanos and visitors or Filipinos can be very proud of. One of the other things that we do here very often is education. So people come here, most of the people who come here on their first time haven't even tried craft beers. So it's very important for us to train our staff to be very well versed on not just the fermentation process, but the flavor profiles of the beer. And most especially, which we are very well known for, is how to drink beer properly. And that method actually applies to drinking spirits, tequila, gin and tonic, especially whiskey. We do whiskey tastings, gin tastings, craft beer and food pairings, and a lot of education is involved in that, so people can appreciate more our offerings and understand why we're doing this in the first place. I'd like to invite everybody to Weekend Kitchen and Tap Room. We are located at the greenery along Pope John Paul Avenue, which is just a few meters from the intersection of Banilan Road. And when you're here, I highly recommend for the meat lovers. We have 3 dishes that you'll certainly fall in love with. You have the Fat Bastard, which is the best seller. We have the Flintstone. It's about 700 to 800 grams of very slow roasted Angus beef short ribs, wonderful. And our ribeye steaks as well. We only serve prime quality steaks. We don't serve just the choice, we serve the prime quality steaks and cook it the best we can. Other than that, we have a curated selection of craft beers, local craft beers from Dumaguete, Birdie Num Num, from Cebu, Turning Wheels, which I think is the best in the Philippines, no bias. We also have a great selection of gins. As I mentioned earlier, 43. I think it's already at 45. And our staff would be more than happy to discuss with you how you would want to mix it and the garnishes you'd pair with it. Besides that, we have a great selection of single malt whiskey. We also have the Philippines' first single malt whiskey by Crows, and we offer them in a flight where you can taste a little bit of everything. We do the same with our selection of rum and mezcal as well. You guys can find me on social media. My personal Instagram page is Hey Mr. Bauer, and the business page is The Weekend PH. My other restaurant, which is Ilaputi, that's ILAPUTI, both on Facebook and on Instagram. Hi, I'm John Rodriguez, and you're watching In Your Element.